I was giving it everything too. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Aries, and I'm back with another live. And I'm here to talk about today, okay, on this good Saturday, BMF episode 3 from season 3. Hold on, because I feel something knocking. Knock, knock, knocking. Knocking at my door. Yo, it really wasn't too much going on this episode. To keep it honest, it just really wasn't too much going on. Shout out to Derry for being here on time before me. Okay, shout out to you, Derry. Thank you for tapping in with your friend. I'm sure that you might pop back into the chat before I get done. Let me get this computer off of the little thing that's causing a knocking. So, y'all, really, I'm just going to talk about the show because it wasn't really too much that was going on. I really felt like it was a filler episode. I only watched it that's why I was late to the live, because I literally had just came back home from running a few errands, and I was like, let me go ahead and watch this real quick. Let me go ahead and watch it. So, first thing that I wanted, we just gonna talk about some hot spots in the show because, like I said, it wasn't too much going on. Hold up, I'm getting one of my banners ready, y'all. One that I forgot. One that I forgot. I spilled something on my computer and my keys are all sticky now. I need to get some, like, I don't know. I didn't try a few different things, like tried some alcohol on a Q-tip to try and, get the stickiness dried out or whatnot. Okay, so whatever, y'all. The first topic. Charles is in ATL and acting brand new. I feel like Charles is acting brand new down there in Atlanta. You know what it is with your sons, Charles, like, why when it comes down for you to put your name on the dotted line, why are you acting like you can't just do this? You already down there. You already stealing cable. Okay, like me said, you already stealing. Just might as well upping it a notch. Ain't gonna do it's not gonna hurt. At this point, you down here. He was just so gullible at whatever little whatever this convention was that they was at, where they was trying to get Charles Glock. Y'all, I don't know. This show just all over the place, to be honest. And I'm going to just say that's why I feel like I'm all over the place, because this show is all over the place. Right. Stealing cable and Mabel. Shout out to Mabel. Stealing cable and Mabel. But you don't want to act like you can use a CPN and some fake check stubs to get your son an apartment. You don't want to use the fake check stubs though. But you over here stealing cable and Mabel and all of the above. Come on, Derry. Shout out for that. So I really was irritated by Charles when he was down here acting like he wasn't trying to get down with the get down, because you done came all this way. I just felt like, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Like, I thought you was going to really be trying to stay down there with him, to be honest. I thought that was the plan, but he be so quick to just, up and leave. Y'all. And then when he got into, I just felt like, okay, so that's all it was going to take for y'all to get into a little scuffle with Glock and his people. Like, why the Haitians got to get such a bad rep? Like, what is all these? This is not even Miami. Like, why does Meech got so many enemies? And I'm sure that the game was very saturated at this point, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know the life story. Okay, I'm just watching BMF. I haven't went and did the backstories. I done seen some YouTube documentaries, but when they say it's loosely based, it's definitely giving very much so loosely based, because this mess is just, I don't know. But anyway, I was just saying all that to say that that whole scuffle and fight just that made Charles get on board. You've been you've been going through more traumatic situations behind your sons, and now because of this physical altercation and getting ran out of the convention center by the Red Dogs, is you just, down with Meech all of a sudden. You didn't have people at your door with the blam blam. Okay. You didn't have little Negroes coming into your house with keys. And now, like, you didn't been threatened worse, is what I'm getting at. So it's just like, okay, so now Charles is on board. He gonna go ahead and get Meech the apartment. Like, Meech been down there having action. He been having action-packed scenes. Okay, I think, like, why in every episode do Meech have to have why he gotta throw hands in every episode? I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, like, is this little nigga getting pressed in real life or something? And he just got a point to prove? Like, please don't nobody even try me, because y'all see me on the show. I was really throwing them hands. I think that it's something, because, like, in every show, he's just really knocking somebody the hell out. Like, he just really, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. What's the word on the street? Like, was the real Big Meech just out here throwing hands like that? Putting the paws on the people every chance he got? Like, I'm just like, okay, Meech getting all the action. Meanwhile, Terry, Meech may have to find someone else to clean the money after what he did to Greenie. Right. He done threw hands all the way to the left now. You didn't put the paws on the wrong guy. Granted, Greenie did deserve it. I don't like the way that they was treating Angel, but it's just like, Angel, I don't know how you got in this situation, but you done went now. I mean, I'm sure she feels obligated to Meech, and as much as he trying to, like, finesse, I'm sure that she's gonna end up doing more dirty work for Meech too. You just really going from one, to literally to the next, and about to be paying the price. I think they're trying to show he wasn't a trigger man. Yeah, I think so, Derry. That's what I was thinking, like, because it was that era that people was not quick to pull their gun, People was not quick to pull the heat. So, yeah, that makes sense. But, Angel, I don't know. What is your debt gonna be to Meech at this point? Because he don't want to ever feel like, or it seems like he's coming off as if, I'm just here to save the day. Even though he did pursue her for some valuable information, but she's just still gonna end up owing something to the guy. And I can't wait to see where that goes. Like, yeah, Meech, now what? Now what? So meanwhile, Charles is in ATL, like I said, acting brand new and getting down with the get down at the same time. He's a little bit more on board. Meech's been having this same speech to him, though, over the seasons. So it's only now hitting home to Charles, I think, and he's slowly becoming down with the process. Because, like, Lucille is on her way out. Lucille, though, you moving dirty. You just moving dirty. And I'm not even here to just bash her wanting to be noticed or getting some attention, because you feel like the attention that Charles is giving, you don't know if that's genuine. All you know is that he don't want to get a divorce, because why? I'm sure it's cheaper to keep her. He didn't already say he can't move out. So I'm sure that is definitely a number one priority to stay in the home, because it's just cheaper that way. Like, that would just make sense. But Lucille, like, you could have just got the compliments from Dr. Montclair. What's up, DeMarcus? How you doing this afternoon? She could have just got the compliments and kept it pushing. Like, okay, dang, like, I still got it. Like, you seen her, we seen it. We was talking about her. She was up there caressing her neck. But I don't know, like, just don't be moving as dirty as Charles. Like, yes, everybody wants to see you get your lick back, but if you still in the marriage, like, come on, like, not even just putting all of the, because Charles didn't have no, like, the marriage didn't keep Charles from doing nothing. But I'm just saying, like, Lucille is not gonna be, it's not gonna be as good, as sweet of a revenge if you gonna be moving dirty. I'm just saying, lady. I'm just saying, why did you going and meeting up with Dr. Montclair already? Like, just put that nigga, just put him on pause. Just put him on pause. Stop letting him overstep your boundaries, crossing boundaries, because you told him you were still married. Okay, let him know, like, look, I'm working on a divorce and I don't want no trouble. I don't want to besmirch my name in this marriage. I've been trying to stand by Charles this whole time. Yes, he did what he did. Right, she listening to her cousin, her little her little hot cousin. I mean, ain't nothing little about her, but yeah, her cousin just, man, living vicariously through Lucille. And all she want to do is see Lucille get her lick back. But man, just wait. She can't drag Charles if she doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. You might as well wait so you don't leave with no dirt on your name. And Dr. Montclair, whatever this man name is, what his name? Montclair, Dr. Montclair. Like, just wait. If you've been waiting all this time, if you really got the hots for Lucille, just freaking wait on her. Wait until she's ready and in the clear from Charles, because now what you done did, and I hate how he's just trying to, like, throw his little coin around. Like, we know you got it. You a doctor, Dr. Montclair. We already know that. But he's trying to use what advantage he know he got over Charles, because Charles is just doing the best that he could do. And you know what? I thought it was funny when Meech was telling Charles, like, yeah, I bet you could see yourself doing the renovations now. You better not let your daddy get a hold of no renovations. You better not let him put holes in them walls, because we see that he is not going to paint them. He going to do the job halfway, Meech, and you going to end up calling a damn TaskRabbit to finish it. He's going to do a smash and grab, right? He going to do a smash and grab. Who you talking about, Dr. Montclair or Charles? Because they both about going to do a smash and grab. Dr. Montclair going to do a smash and grab when he finally get to Lucille and the chase is over. Okay, Lucille, don't think that you are too old to get ghosted. Don't think that you is too old to get ghosted. Yep. I think the doctor is after he got the hots for Lucille, because apparently he ain't never had it. Charles would beat Dr. Maurice with the quickness. Charles got them hands. You seen him fight his way out of a whole Bronner Brothers Convention Center or whatever that was. Charles do got the hands. That's where we see Meech get it from. But yeah, look it. Cortland said, Charles and Maurice fight scene. I think we know who about to get the biz, naive. Dr. Maurice is gonna get the business. Meech get it from his daddy, right? Yeah, Charles, after he seen that check, I was like, oh my God. Honestly, y'all, I was feeling sorry for Charles. When Charles came back and seen that check in Lucille purse, I was like, dang, it's the Easy Rest motel equivalent, like times 10,000, $10,000 literally. I was like, dang, Charles just feeling like, I can't compete with that. You thought you was getting somewhere with Lucille when she sat up there and, shared that information about CPS all in LaWanda and Terry's business and whatnot. We're going to get to that too, y'all. But she shared that information, and it did feel like Lucille was just like, honestly, I didn't know what she was going to tell him, though. When Charles was like, Lucille, what's wrong? Like, I didn't know if she was up there feeling guilty about hanging with Mr. Cooper. I didn't know if she was about to feel guilty about hanging out with Dr. Montclair, or I don't know what she was about to tell him. But yeah, when she told him about the CPS thing, I was like, dang, Charles, you got one foot in the door a little bit. You got your foot in the door just a little bit, okay? The toes is in the door. She not really pushing you all the way out. But you can't just walk right in now either. You gotta tread carefully right now. And I thought, okay, man, Charles, like, just slow your pace. You might give her a week. Like, go chip away at Lucille. If you really want to get back with her, chip away at her. But when you went in there, pulled that check up out that purse, that's why you don't be going in nobody damn purse. That's why you don't go in nobody purse. Charles may be doing some spying now on Lucille Maurice. Yeah, now that he want to see, he's not just gonna go and call Lucille out, because what's that gonna do? Okay, that's gonna shut everything down. Lucille gonna either start moving real sneaky or just shut it down, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like Lucille want the drama. She don't want the drama with having Charles and Maurice and all this. Like, nah, I think that Lucille would just shut it down and let it go until further notice. But now that Charles, he knows something. Okay, he know about 10 bands. He about to just, like you said, Cortland, keep his good eye on Lucille. Probably go and hire one of Terry's little boys, his little henchmen, to spy on Lucille. Y'all, tell me if I'm lying. Okay, I think that could happen. Oh my God. I really feel like that could happen, y'all. I think Charles Flannery gonna hit up Terry for once and be like, or he might just hit up Meeks. Like, you know what? Who could I put on the case? Because they want their family to stay together. These boys want their mama to stay with Charles, just for the sake of having their parents together. They don't want to think about their mama with nobody else. Hell, they barely want to think about her with Charles, with their own daddy. So yeah, I could definitely see him hitting up one of the kids, like, keep an eye on Lucille. The same way y'all be trying to have them telling me, go and tell her and report back. Okay, and I'll tell Meech to give you some money, because we know Terry ain't got it. He got bigger fish to fry. What's up, Stephen Harris? How you doing this afternoon? How you doing? So yeah, I think that he has bigger fish to fry. The whole CPS gate, I was like, damn, y'all surprised at the way that Henrietta moved on this one, but Henrietta is a bitch, and she will, she's going to move as such. Henrietta is a woman moving in a room full of vultures. Okay, so as dirty as it is, because I just despise this woman on this show, like, I just cannot with Henrietta. Every time her scenes come up, I'm just waiting on something disgusting to happen. I'll be watching like this, like, halfway. And now, she got this real slick back hair and it's all wet and wavy. And I'm just like, if they don't get her old vampire in Brooklyn ass up off my, why is she always doing something so violent? Like, bring LAMAR back. Because, okay, we didn't seen it all with him. We didn't seen a lot. Bring him back at this point, because I just really don't see what her purpose is. She moves very sneaky and very scandalous, like, because I mean, yeah, that she's a woman. So what would you expect? She's a woman in the dope game. I don't know what else to that I would expect, but it's just so nasty and so rude and so disgusting. Henry, I don't like her character in this show. Get her out, or she ain't nothing but she is a cartoon character. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Detroit for the cartoon character coin phrase, because that's all I could think about whenever she on the screen. The whole scene in the dark, well, ooh, I know. It was giving Vampire in Brooklyn. That's what I mean. Like, it just is not, is it necessary? Like, what is the purpose? Because she couldn't even get little Kevin no protection. I'm thinking, okay, like, she must know some female guards over there at the juvenile detention center or something, and she's gonna use whatever. And I don't know, y'all. Henrietta is just gross. Like, this emoji dairy is the only way that I end any type of comment about Henrietta with, because I just don't see why. Like, you doing you munching with the grill? That is so not hygienic. Like, you doing too much. Who designed this character? Like, who was sitting there in the writer's room like, we wanted her, because she didn't have that wet and wavy like that last week, y'all. Her hair was a fresh blow dry. I mean, we know hair can change, but it's just interesting the way that now that we realize that Braxton is her daddy, she got the Hawaiian silky. And she tried to have like some little more allure to her, because last episode she was just flat out just like disgusting. This episode, it seemed like, and I don't know, because I don't want to just be sitting up here talking about this actress, because you're doing your thing clearly, because I'm very frustrated with the portrayal of Henrietta, because I just don't see the use. It just is not, I don't know. I'm just not here for it. I'm just not. So I'm not surprised at that. I just don't know why the CPS worker, when she arrived at the at LaWanda Mama house, when she arrived, like, yeah, the house looked like when Terry called it the chimney. I can understand why. It was all sooty, and I guess and that's from LaWanda Mama smoking. But at the time, y'all, smoking indoors was still a thing. Like, you would still go to a restaurant and ask for a non-smoking section if you didn't want one. It wasn't a lot of information about how cigarettes impact like infant lungs or secondhand smoke information, like that wasn't really out there like that. Not giving this lady no pass, because why would you think that would be okay? But back in the day, people was really smoking around their kids like that. Detective Brian, every time I see him on my TV, I get angry. I get angry because his big ass stomach is always. Did you see? Could he have gotten like a bigger paramedic shirt? Okay, you said I get angry because he is sorry. You can't get a lawyer? Get your son out of juvenile. He getting beat up in there. You seen poor little Kevin holding his waist? Holding his abdomen in there. He didn't even have no words. That boy is traumatized. Right. Go get some more money from your baby mama that done signed over her rights. Like, what? Kevin, Detective Bryant, wait. What's Detective Bryant's real name? Is his name Kevin too? Is that little Kevin Jr.? Planes still allowed that fume section back then. How's you gonna be smoking on the plane, Derry? Huh? How was they doing that? Because somebody can pass gas on a plane, and from the front to the back, you about to be smelling it. So just imagine the cigarette smoke. Like, ugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Kevin, get Detective Brian, get this little boy a lawyer, because I'm scared for him. I don't want this little boy to be unalived on this show. I do not want him to be unalived. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen, but I hope that it's not gonna happen while he in juvenile detention. Like that, don't let this boy go out sad because his daddy is sad and pitiful and trying to still do dirt with criminals. You don't love your son, Detective Brian, because you should have got down with Terry when he approached you. Okay? At the end of this episode. What? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about Terry approaching Detective Brian with the proposition and Detective Bryant just not, he left it on the table, y'all. Detective Brian left that mess on the table like Kevin wasn't just in there. It ain't like you seen Terry before you went in there and saw your son and was like, okay, you know what? Never. Let me see what my son looking like and I'll get back at you. You know how the people be at the store? They selling Girl Scout cookies, whatever. You be like, you know what? Let me go in here and get what I need to get out the store and I'll get back at you on my way out. Okay, you done went in there to see Kevin. You seen what it was. And you came back out the store and you didn't get back at Terry. This time Terry was in after you done got all your groceries. You done seen what the situation was. What's up, T-Man? Man, you done seen what the situation of Detective Bryant. And you didn't even accept the offer on the table. Terry was about to have your son up in there eating Twinkies and probably with a little notepad. Probably with a little Game Boy. Probably with a little electronic, a little freedom, some protection at the end of the day. But you gonna say no? Like, ooh, shout out to Cameron. What mean the world to you? Okay, so y'all, let me get out of Detective Bryant. Let me know what y'all think. Anything else on Detective Bryant before we get on these two fools? Twinkies. I know I hate Twinkies, honestly. But I'm just thinking of prison food. I'm assuming that might be a snack that they got in juvenile detention center. Or a honey bun. Something that's not gonna go bad. Okay? Something with the preservatives. Something with the preservatives in it, y'all. So next subject, y'all. Markeisha. Okay, so Terry's thinking that Markeisha must have put the CPS people on LaWanda, because I ain't trying to holler at her. So Terry goes over there to check Markeisha. First of all, why is she still over here at this house? Like, I'm just so confused by that, Terry. If you broke up with her, if you told her to hit the road, why is she still at the place? Y'all, if Markeisha was going back to Boom, if she's talking about she married to Boom, if you gonna pull that car out, if you gonna pull that card out, Markeisha, that you going back to Boom or that you married to Boom and your kids ain't seen you, where they been at? Have they been over there to the house? Have they been over there to the house yet, Markeisha? Why are you still there? If you gonna pull that Boom card out, you better play it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm just tired of you. And I'm just tired of Terry just falling for it every time. Like, he is so lame. He is so lame and annoying. Annoying. What the hell am I trying to say, y'all? Sad as Terry went back on the phone and called. Right. Like, then you get over here. You don't even have no leg to stand on, Terry. Like, you didn't go over there ready to even just, like, I don't know. Terry halfway about wanted Markeisha to have a reason to go back. Like, I just hate the game plan. I just hate the game plan because this Markeisha and Terry situation is how I feel about the Drea and Jalen situation, y'all. Because it's like Markeisha know what she doing. Jalen, yes, you loving it, okay? Terry, you loving it, but you don't know that Markeisha, when you on your way over there, she like singing "Coochie Don't Fail Me Now," okay, and really trying to turn it out. But for real, and you have no idea. You just think that, oh man, yeah, I'm pulling this chick. Man, I'm not gonna even, if y'all don't know, I'm not giving on no free game. If y'all don't know what it is, it's just like, Terry, somebody needed to be giving your ass some game. Markeisha, I don't trust this girl at all because she probably has something to do with calling child care on LaWanda and her kids. I'm getting sick of Markeisha. I've been sick of her. And Terry don't know if it was her or not, but why is you like, I don't know. You don't know that it was Henry and Detective Bryant. Okay? Granted, you don't know. But for the simple fact that you over here still sleeping with the ops, it's like, boy, get a hold of yourself. Low key, I'm getting tired of her. Right, I'm tired of Markeisha. And LaWanda took him back. Right, with no questions asked. Like, LaWanda, look, this is what your mama need to be telling you. After the CPS left, you need to be saying, even before the CPS came, LaWanda mama, first of all, should have been in there like, Markeisha, you do not need to be having another baby. Okay, because you got this one and you don't even know what to do with it. You see what Terry's doing, ripping and running in and out the street, getting shot at, girl. You need to calm down and sit down. Get enrolled in. Do you have your GED, LaWanda? You need to get in the damn nursing program. ICDC, something. What's the one? Everest College. You need to enroll. Terry is dumb. Yeah, let Markeisha use him like a sucker. He ain't never been in the position to know what it looked like, until now. So Yeah, he getting played. He getting ran over. Facts. Terry out here wilding. Tell him, T man. Terry is out here wilding, looking like a clown, looking like a buster. Yeah, they just had me so frustrated with the whole thing because Terry don't know how CPS got on him. For Markeisha to even be a suspect, why is you over here? Why is she still in the place? I don't know. Now he done went and got a whole separate place for little Terry to look like he ain't living in a chimney. Okay, and how do you have the money? Oh, I guess he gonna say he a restaurant owner. Okay, whatever. All I know is when the CPS worker approached and she entered the home, she seen that little boy was in a loving environment, like she seen both on a random pop-up. You just happen to see the mama and the daddy goo goo and gaga and with this little baby, and the grandmama is in the home. So that was enough to be like case dismissed. I feel he like a magnet to them bullets, right? They keep coming at Terry. Terry don't have no paws to throw. He's not really he just going from like back and forth between his women, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, Lawanda, you need to do something else with your life. You just need to do something else with your life. Because I'm not gonna make another song for you. You got me hot. Henrietta. We was talking about her already, y'all. My last category was for Henrietta. So now let's just freeball it, so to speak. What y'all want to talk about on this episode? And make sure that y'all hitting that like button and the subscribe if you new here, okay? If you new here, say hello. But this episode of BMF, y'all, it just was something for me to watch, to be honest. I just watched it, like I said, before I just came onto this live. So, hey, what can we do until book 3 come out? It seems like Force was a filler for Raising Kanan, and now BMF season 3 is gonna be a filler for the coveted Power Book 2 that's about to be on its way out. This was a mid episode, right, Derry? I really want to say that they had a lot of scenes going on, but really nothing happened. Like, we didn't even see Nicole. Nicole could have just been taking a nap, because that's just about how long this episode was. This episode was long enough for Nicole to be asleep. But I want to know what y'all think. If y'all think Charles is gonna call out Lucille about that money, or if y'all think he's gonna hold that little, he's gonna hold on to that Uno card, that Uno reverse, and slam it down when the time's right. Because I think he just might try to catch Dr. Maurice Montclair slipping and try to, strong or arm him and tell him to fall back, or else. Like, he might give him a good old ultimatum. He might come at him with something like that. But other than that, I think he's gonna keep it on the hush and just see how Lucille gonna move. Okay, how do you think Greeny will get revenge on Meech? I don't know. I think he's gonna get revenge on Meech by doing something to Angel. Like, I think that poor girl gonna be a casualty. What's up, the Lawrence Report? What's up, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I think that he's gonna do something to Angel. I don't know. He got connections down there. Maybe he might link up with Glock. I don't know. At this point, everything is just, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Right. Lucille out here giggling, eating popcorn balls, imported to the city. Okay. She just out here doing her thing. I'm like, Lucille, just stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane until the ink is dry on the divorce papers. Not my baby girl Angel. I know I like Angel. I just think that she feels like such a need to be loyal to any man that just enters her life and saves the day. She feels loyal to the captain, and she is gonna feel like she needs to return a favor, and she's gonna end up getting caught in the crossfire. Because for real though, like, Misha's coming through, but Angel's loyalty is still gonna be to Greeny. Like, he all up in her head. He's all up in her head. She's not going to be able to shake him just like that. Nah, not just like that. Like, this is just the first time, y'all. She gonna have to go back and forth. Y'all don't watch Lifetime? Look, I'm giving y'all the recipe. You know, Lifetime shows the victims going back and forth. You know, that's more realistic. So Mom Lucille was looking crazy at Charles. She did not want him to come home. I don't see her and that doctor lasting longer. I don't think the doctor and Lucille is going to last long either. I think the doctor is only hot on her trail because, you know, it's something to do right now. You know, what was your last relationship, Dr. Maurice? Who was you with? Who was you talking to before me? That's what Lucille needs to be asking. She need to find out what was that situation about. We need to be seeing them conversations being had because Dr. Maurice too little thirsty for me. He pushing his card. He's trying to make Charles look bad, which ain't hard to do. But $10,000, goddamn, $10,000 back then, like, and you know the money is clean. Okay, so he got his. You know the money is clean. Like, he trying to throw that money card around. Dr. Montclair might not even have a, you know, like he might. He's overcompensating probably, y'all. Dr. Montclair might have no, you know, no hang time, so to speak. Jeannie will definitely get Glock more now. Meech hurt him. Wait, hold on, Cortland. Let me slow down. Jeannie is going to link up with Glock, basically, is what you're saying. Now, Meech hurt him and took his girl right. He's about to link with Glock. He's about to link with Glock. He said he found plenty of women, but right, didn't offer no detail. He didn't offer no detail. He's very tight-lipped. You know, I had plenty, but none of them was you. Dr. Maurice think he got game. He said, I don't even need to have no game. I'm going to just slide you this money. But you sent it to the church? Like, Lucille, how can you endorse them funds over to your account, though? That's what you need to be figuring out. Because I was like, how's she going to send it straight to the church? $10,000. Like, that's why the check was still in the purse, because Lucille trying to figure something out. She trying to figure something out. Like, okay, hold on. I know that she probably, all you need probably back then, some little nail polish with you know, and really, Lucille, you ain't even got to do it like that. You could really ask Dr. Maurice, but when you ask him for them racks, you're going to have to pay it back, you know, some kind of way. So be prepared. But yeah, he gave it to the church. Lucille, you better endorse that over into your account. Right. You better get that light green white out. You better do something. And that, she need a mobile deposit. She need a mobile deposit app. They didn't even have mobile banking back then. That's so crazy, y'all, huh? She probably used to really have to call and listen to her account, even if that was an option, because that's what like old mobile banking was. I remember my mama. I remember like having my first account doing that. Like, dang, like you got to put in all these numbers, and this is reading off the last transaction. Like before apps. Like, thank God for apps. Woo! Shout out to the apps. But yeah, y'all, Lucille. I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna be moving. I think that she's impressed by Dr. Maurice. I do feel like she's still a little bit hesitant because, you know, she's so holy, but that church, oh my God, like I don't even want to get on Lucille Church. I don't want to get on Lucille Church. It's a little different, but like Lucille, you might need to just be like a televangelist and get your word from just like reading the scripture yourself. Okay, this is what I recommend for Lucille, because Lucille, I don't know, the advice be wild. The advice at the church has been wild. So y'all, I'm about to get up out of this thing. Let me know if y'all like the live. Throw some red phones in the comments. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm about to go in. I don't know. Honestly, it's rainy out here, y'all. I just want me some Starbucks real quick. And that's what I'm starting to fiend for, my little caffeine. You know, I need my caramel macchiato with double cold foam and to line the cup with caramel. Line the cup with caramel. Sometimes when I see the drink, y'all, I just know that that drink is about to be fire. And sometimes when I see the drink, I be damn near wanting to be like, send that back. But y'all, yeah. Thanks, DeMarcus. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody. I'm about to do the roll call. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to you, Cortland, for coming through. You heard about the BMF spinoffs? Tell me about that. What? Who? Not the BMS spin. Oh, I think I did. I think I vaguely did when I was scrolling on YouTube just to see like like what content was out there for the Saturday. That's what made me want to go live today because it wasn't no video. So I was like, I might as well go ahead and get on the live. So yes, shout out to Derry B, shout out to DeMarcus, shout out to T-Man, shout out to Cortland, shout out to Stephen Harris, shout out to the Lawrence Report. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to everybody that came through, y'all. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.